It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From FedEx Forum, just off Beale Street in downtown Memphis. Tonight, it's the Memphis Grizzlies getting set to match up with the San Antonio Spurs. Won by the Spurs. To Rudy Gay. To Aldridge. Baseline drive. Nice pass to get things going.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Kyle Anderson against Rudy Gay. To Conley. Has a look. Deep two there, won't go.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Conley into the front court. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. To Kyle Anderson. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Conley to Kyle Anderson. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. That's rebounded by the Spurs. San Antonio with the basketball. Deep left corner. To Rudy Gay. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Here's a chance from long range. That one off the mark. It's no good. Conley into the front court. They trail by 2. To Jaren Jackson. Off the mark. Well contested.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Bad pass taken away by the Grizzlies. Ah, the monster stuff.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Fires the 3. That no good, off the mark. Memphis with the rock. Conley matched up with Derek White. For 3, his first effort, off the mark. Surveys the floor. Gets it in the left corner. Gets a look, can't hit.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
And Mike Conley gets the 3 to drop.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Fires the 3. Not that time. He missed it. Across the timeline, it's Conley. Leads 3.
Here we go.
To Kyle Anderson. Conley. And he finishes at the rim. Spurs will take the timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Entering the game for the Grizzlies, number 0, Avery Bradley. 1 minute remaining in the first quarter.
Patty Mills to Rudy Gay. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
It's Grizzlies ball. Sizing up the defense. Here's the whistle. 5 seconds. Back to the basket. Violation sends it the other way. Patty Mills. They work it down to Gasol. From the painted area, won't go down. Holiday controls the basketball. Up by 3. LaMarcus Aldridge tips it. And that one out of bounds off his spur. Bradley. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Going to launch beyond the arc. Rudy Gay up to the challenge. Hits the 3. He'll let one fly from half court. The first quarter's complete. Scoreboard says it's all even. A good start to this one. All tied up as we start the second. Conley into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Grizzlies at the controls right now. Conley against the Australian. Picked up by the Spurs.
We're going to see a team take the lead here.
To Patty Mills. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Conley. To Bradley. Had a good look there, but it's...
He sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Shot from the lane won't go. Grizzlies own the basketball. C.J. Miles sizing up Bellinelli. To Conley. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from in close, no good. Mills in possession. Leads a bucket. Beyond the arc for three, and he buries it.
Well, just the ability to step back and be able to knock that shot down, think about what that does to the defender, Ed. It makes a defender come out, which leads to the next setup, which is an easy drive to the rim. Look for that one coming soon.
And the result this time, another trifecta. New blood coming in for both sides. Conley. Oh, that's how it's done.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Patty Mills at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. Conley into the front court. He'll run the offense to Bradley. Screen coming. Bradley to Kyle Anderson. From long range. Not getting the bounce. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
To Patty Mills. Gets it in the right corner. Knocked loose. Has a chance. Just off the mark.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Conley to Bradley. Conley with a shot comes up empty.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Whistle and a timeout for Memphis as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Number 7, Holiday. Into the game for the Spurs.
Conley.
Number 11.
It's Aldridge with the board. Mills in possession. Leads 5. To Aldridge. Won't go down. Conley to Bradley. Here comes the screen. Kyle Anderson, defended by the former Longhorn Aldridge. That's out. Last touch by Mike Conley. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first half. The Spurs have the lead.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Spurs worked hard for their halftime lead, and they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. Have a look at the leading scorers for the San Antonio Spurs. The Grizzlies are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. They don't have a single player that can claim double figures in scoring. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Game track. Bench points.
The Memphis Grizzlies were not given a chance to relax in that opening half. Even when the starters were on the bench, the reserves were maintaining the lead and earning their playing time.
Player of the half.
LaMarcus Aldridge looked great in the first half. He was constantly fighting for position in the paint and owning the boards.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. The deficit now up to 5. Here comes the screen. Cleans it up. LaMarcus Aldridge sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To Aldridge. Ivan Rabb.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. To Aldridge. Around the perimeter. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That won't go. Conley into the front court. 5-point game. To Kyle Anderson. To Conley. Lets it fly from long range. Rebound comes to Aldridge. Over to the right side. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Bradley buries it on the catch and shoot.
Today's league just throws that old school stuff out of the window. Why have twos when you can shoot threes, even on fast breaks? Guys spread out towards the three-point line instead of laying the ball easy at the rim.
Deep two there, won't go.
They've been getting open looks, makeable shots that just can't find their way in, but it makes these next few offensive possessions down the stretch even more important.
Oh, bad pass taken away by the Spurs.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Scores from the post.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Conley into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. Knocked loose. To Conley. Bradley goes to the right side. Anderson to Jaren Jackson. Able to convert inside.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Right now, San Antonio's possession. Probing the defense. To Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. Trailing by 4. Has a look. Hand in his face. Still hits. You don't see that very often.
Why are you even guarding a bad shooter that close in the first place? This is psychological warfare. Leave him open. Make him think about it before he shoots it.
Down to Gay. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Now the Grizzlies will use a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game.
Have a look for yourself at the display behind section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Conley matched up with Derek White. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Ivan Rabb trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Free throw's good to cement the 3-point play. The lead is back down to 1. Spurs have it. a chance, but it's no good. Conley into the front court. His guys now trailing by a point. Here's a chance from long range. Mike Conley Jr. showing no ill effects from the injury that kept him out.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough two rather than an easy three.
He's looking for that touch. Conley into the front court. His guys can get a 2-for-1 if they time this out. Here comes the screen. To Jaren Jackson. Down low Anderson. Off the mark. Here comes the screen. Into traffic, but no good. Goes reverse to lay it in. Deep three at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way, and it's deadlocked, all tied up. It's the Spurs with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And this game's been everything we could have hoped for. All tied up after 3.
This is what happens when you have winners on both sides. People who are not willing to give up and will continue to scrape and claw to get themselves in a position to win this ballgame.
And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Holiday in possession. Our score all even here in the fourth quarter. Screen coming. Short jumper stays out.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Gasol to Patty Mills. And that one out of bounds off his spur. Holiday controls the basketball. All tied up, just underway in this fourth quarter. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
Spurs in possession. Patty Mills to Rudy Gay. Runner here won't go. Holiday in possession. Lead is 2 to Bradley. Avery Bradley. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Patty Mills to Rudy Gay. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Rudy Gay, tough shot there. No good. Holiday controls the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. To Bradley. Here comes the screen. Bradley. 5 on the shot clock. For 3, he buries it.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Now whistle. San Antonio is going to use a timeout. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one remaining.
And this is where I get a chance to see if coaches can change it up. Maybe let one of your players lead the timeout so your team can hear a different voice to keep everybody engaged. Maybe like the Warriors did with Andre Iguodala.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Substitutions. Memphis.
Patty Mills. To Cunningham. 5 to shoot for San Antonio. He buries it, creating space with the step back.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Mills in possession, down 5. Gasol to Patty Mills. Here comes the screen. Patty Mills to Gasol. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Trying to cash in. Not that time. Across the timeline, it's Conley. Up 5. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Cunningham. Patty Mills. To Cunningham. Has a chance. And it's Conley with the rebound. To Conley. Screen coming. Conley. Anderson rocking the rim. Spurs will take the timeout. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again.
Listen up, fans. Tickets for the next home game are still available at the box office.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Subbing in for the Grizzlies, number 0.
To Rudy Gay. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
To Rudy Gay.
Come right, come right.
Here comes the screen. Fires the three. That misses with 3 seconds left. Grizzlies get the victory as they take care of business at home. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Grizzlies got themselves a win here today. And of course, I've got to mention how many times they scored from beyond the arc. They were so confident with the three ball, and it was instrumental to their success. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Memphis Grizzlies. The Spurs didn't get the victory they wanted here today. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the San Antonio Spurs.
Game track. Assists.
The San Antonio Spurs definitely suffered from poor communication in this game. And I say that because of how many assists they gave up. The frustration among them was pretty obvious. Mike Conley was behind the majority of those dimes and deserves a lot of credit for having his passes on target and on time.
Player of the game.
Mike Conley put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in a zone, he just took it to another level.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.